Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the fall decorate with me video. I am so excited to do this. So I've already done a full clean on the house a couple of days ago, so I will link that video so that you can see that. So there'll be a few things that I'm going to tidy up here and there, but for the most part it's going to be decorating for fall. So make sure that you go check out my fall haul. I'll link that as well. I've got a bunch of new stuff from Michael's because my normal decor is mostly Halloween and I really wanted to just have a nice fall decor that I can enjoy for a while, and then I'll decorate for Halloween a little later on. I'm going to start by going through my old stuff, see what I've got, and then pull in all the new stuff, and then we're going to start decorating. All right, let's get to it. So first off, we're going to open up my bin. It is full of all of my Halloween decorations, but we're going to pull everything out so I can find the few fall pieces that I have in here, and you're going to see I have a lot of Halloween stuff. So you're going to want to make sure that you come back to my channel around that time because I will be doing a decorate for Halloween with me video. It is one of my favorite times of the year, so it's bound to be a great video. So I'm going to just unwrap all of the things that I have, and then I'll put all the Halloween stuff back in the bin. Alright, now that I have the few pieces out, I'm going to start bringing in my Scentsy pieces and all of the ones that I just purchased from Michael's from my Michael's haul video. So I'm going to put everything out on the kitchen table and then I will start decorating. Alright, so this is what I've got to work with. So I have all the new stuff. I've got some Scentsy warmers and diffuser shade that I have. So this here is obviously kind of Halloweenish, but if I need a thing to fill a space or something, I'll use it. If not, I'll just put it back in my Halloween box. So like I said, I did not have a lot of fall before, so like these are like the only couple things I had for fall. So I've got a few more things here, so we're going to decorate the table. I want to do something on the window here. I'm going to update my little diffuser stand here. Maybe we'll see what we've got to work with over here. And then we'll do a little bit in the living room. So we'll do my pillows, and I've got a little table there and also a table right here. So look, the dogs are actually being good for once, so let's see if they stay that way. Alright, so first off, we're going to tackle the diffuser area. So I have a Scentsy diffuser and we can actually switch out the shade. So I'm going to put my Prosper shade on. It's a bit more fall. I love the color, and wait till you see it when it turns on. And I am going to say one thing that I had to keep reminding myself of is when you're decorating spaces, you kind of just have to work it out as you go, and you just try different things until you find something that works. A couple of times I did get a little frustrated thinking, what am I doing? Nothing looks good. But I just kind of tried a bunch of different things until I figured out what works best. So you're going to see all of the trial and error. So don't get discouraged if you're trying to decorate and you're having a difficult time. Just work through, be patient, and let your creative juices flow. So in the end, I ended up bringing in this little jar here full of wine corks that I had there originally, and I have these little tiny pumpkins that I got last year at the Great Canadian Dollar Store. So they're not the fanciest little pumpkins, but they worked perfectly in this space to kind of fill it up. And I switched out my little hedgehogs here because I just found that maroon one didn't quite go with the color of the pumpkins. So I really like how this turned out, and then I'm going to put in some pumpkin scents into my diffuser. This is a scent from last season, so we can't get it this year, but it smells amazing. Next up, I want to do our windowsill, so I'm going to just clean up here around the sink. And we actually got new windows put in last year just before Christmas, And I kind of realized as I'm decorating it that our windowsill is a lot smaller than it used to be. It used to come out a little bit with our old windows. So my thoughts of this area didn't quite go as planned when I was shopping, but you'll see it turns out all right. And I just kind of make it work with some simple design. So you're going to see I just kind of left it just like that, and then I'm going to hang up my letter E sign. So I was digging around the house looking for some command strip hooks, and this was the only one I could find. So it's a really large kind of strip and then a little tiny hook at the very top. So it's not the prettiest, you can really see it, but it works for now. I will have to go get some new ones. Then I'm going to just change out my tea here. So I actually clean out the jar, and I'm going to dry the inside really well so that I can put my tea bags inside. So as you can see, I just have my tea bags shoved in a mason jar. So I'm going to put those in this new jar that I got at Michael's. And then you will see me struggle for quite a while to figure out this corner of the kitchen to decorate. But in the end, I absolutely love the outcome. So just watch as my creative juices are all over the place, but it's worth it in the end. Rearranging this area of the kitchen, I did end up pulling in the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that I had said I was going to use as a space filler. And then I'm actually going to bring in this cutting board. My grandfather made this, and it's just a really easy way to kind of bring in the fall decor. I love wooden cutting boards, so I'm actually just putting some things in behind it to kind of make the pumpkins stand up a little taller. As you can see, I'm just trying so many different ways, but my canisters just are too big. So I'm just kind of figuring that out and seeing if there's anything I can do. I think I even raised the pumpkins even a little bit higher. But you're going to see I had to do all of this in order to come up with the vision that it ends up being. So it's all definitely worth it. Trial and error is the best way to go. So we're going to just try a couple more things here before we get to the end result. To finally seeing what it's going to be, and I got the idea of bringing in a Scentsy warmer to put in here. So I pulled out this warmer here. It has two sides, so I'm kind of looking at both sides, and I decide that it's not the one for here. So I'm actually going to pull in one of my new fall warmers, and it is so cute. It says pumpkin spice, and I think everything nice also it says on there. So I'm going to pull that out, and then I'm going to take my cord concealing stand from another warmer that I have in the kitchen currently, so that I can wrap up the cord inside, and I'll have these things linked down below. I do sell Scentsy, so I have a lot of these products, so I'm just wrapping it underneath, and you're going to see I plug it in, I switch it on, and then I take it out because I am putting the switch inside the base, so I can just plug the plug in and out of the wall when I want to turn it on. So I'm going to put this in the middle. It's the perfect height, so I think this is really pulling this space together. want to get the kitchen table done now, so I need to clean it off. So I'm taking all of this stuff that I've been picking through and kind of making a mess, putting everything away, bringing the things into the living room that go in there so that I can set up my new tiered tray. I'm so excited. I am so happy that I finally found one that I liked. So we're going to clean this up and then we're going to start working on that. So I mentioned in my Michael's fall haul that I had got these little pumpkins to put into the tiered tray. So the bottom ones are metallic and then the top ones are just matte. And when I put them all in, I kind of didn't like the change in color from the top to the bottom. So I'm trying to figure out something that I can put on the bottom. And then I remembered I had this little strand of leaves, and putting it down under here just made it perfect. Alright, I'm just going to clean up the counters here, and then I have just a few more pieces to put out, and I actually ran out of fall decor to kind of decorate the small tables that I have in the living room. So this is going to be the kind of last of the stuff that I have. I just have my pillows left to put on the couch, and I'm going to put that nice little garland that you just saw that I tried to put on the tiered tray. I do have one spot for that in the living room as well, but we're just about ready to wrap things up. So just keep watching and then you're going to see the final reveal. Using a cutting board again to kind of go into the decor, and this is another cutting board that my grandfather made, and now I'm just going through and cutting off all the tags on all of the florals that I just purchased. I probably should have done this before I arranged everything, so that's just a little tip. I didn't really think of it. I thought I'll just cut them off after and didn't realize how difficult it would be after the fact. So here I am going through all of this, and then the last thing I'm going to do in here is I have an old candle. Well, you'll see that thing there. It used to have a candle in it a few years ago, but I kept that jar part because I loved it. So I actually had the idea to put some fake tea light candles in there because I don't actually use candles because I use Scentsy. It's much safer. So I'm going to do that. And then that reminded me that I had these little strand lights. These are actually from our wedding. We have so many of them, so I use them a lot at Christmas. But I thought, hey, I can use some of them because I love light. And this warmer here does not actually turn on with a light bulb. So it's a little dark in this corner, so I decided I would bring in these little strands here, and the wire is really flexible, so I'm able to just kind of make it go however I want. And then I also have the idea to put a strand of these in the tiered tray, so I'm absolutely loving this. It's so pretty in the evening. I really wish I would have taken some evening shots so you can see, but I'm sure you can just imagine how nice this looks when the lights are all dim and it's just such a nice, warm, cozy vibe. I just had this garland. I'm just putting this onto our shelves under our TV and just taking some battery operated candles to kind of go with it. It's not like super fall, but it's just enough to bring some color into the living room. And then I'm moving Cohen's Jolly Jumper out of the way. It takes up the whole living room. And then I'm going to put the new pillows that I just got out. I really wish I had more, but like I said in my fall haul, pillows are so expensive, so I only have 3 of them, but it's just enough in here. At least we have something on the couch because I haven't had pillows on this couch for quite a while, so it is just so nice to have something. It just makes it feel so much more cozy in here. And then you're going to see that I also remembered that I had a little buffalo check blanket, and actually is a baby blanket that came with a stuffed animal, but we actually use it for ourselves because it's quite large. So I'm going to put that with the pillows. I thought the colors just worked perfectly together, and that just kind of wraps everything up. first fall Decorate With Me video. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and please consider subscribing. It really supports my channel, and I really hope to see you in my next video, and be sure to come back for a Halloween Decorate With Me. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye!